Hello, I'm Barney, and welcome to another episode of Barney Reads Creepypastas. Yeah, Supersonic Fan 101 has decided to make this a full-on series. Anyways, the creepypasta I'm reading today is called Lost Nickelodeon Chainsaw Logo. This one's somewhat short, so it shouldn't take me that long to read it. I'm not gonna put up any warnings this time since this pasta doesn't really have disturbing or unsettling themes. It's more about lost media. Well, unless if you find the surrounds of a chainsaw or a chainsaw in general triggering, then I guess that's a warning. Then that means some of you might have been watching too many horror movies. Sorry if you feel called out from that, especially if you have experienced something really bad that has to do with chainsaws. If so, then I deeply advise you to click off if it's that traumatic for you. Just looking out for you all. Anyways, let's start reading. May I ask you a very important question? Have you ever come across this in your life? If so, then let me be the first person to tell you that this is the one and only known image of the Nickelodeon Chainsaw Logo that was ever seen once on Nickelodeon. But thanks to the controversy of it scaring kids around the country, I can only assume other parts of the world as well. This piece of media is considered lost and would stay lost until further notice, with the only known photo of this logo surfacing a forum page which was when it was originally found. This forum page can no longer be accessed because of financial issues which I want to bring up or go into detail says it's irrelevant. The page will talk about shows that people grow up with or still watch to this day, and they like to talk about media that was not found but only slightly remembered thanks to a burning memory they had for a long time. This was something known as lost media for those who have done rock or had no access to cable or the internet. The people who know about it say that it was one of the pioneers of lost media forum pages which range from either famous lost media or non-famous lost media. One stood out in between. Something that sounds crazy but at the same time, not so far-fetched. Now Nickelodeon is obviously known for making great, if not the best cartoons ever. They are also known for having a million varieties of logos that Nickelodeon would love to brainstorm and or get creative with the said logos. They range from elephants, frogs, race cars, you name it, but it usually sticks to the split logo, the most iconic logo for Nickelodeon. One recalled the logo shaped like a chainsaw for Halloween at the end of a Chuck's Own episode in 2002, and that person claims to remember it as if it was yesterday. He was in the living room watching his favorite Nickelodeon shows Home Alone, and his favorite episode was coming on, but since he didn't have a tape recorder anymore that his parents got rid of to make way for DVD, he had no choice but to record it from his family's camcorder. It was dark in the living room at the time, so the screen was visible to where you know it's comprehensible. He claimed that episode gave him a bad feeling despite knowing that the episode was in no way different than any other episode he has seen. He watched as the TV glowed and shined around his face like a fly staring at the UV light trap. It was all fun and games until the end credits came on and rolled through and the company logos played. The infamous chainsaw logo appeared on the screen, and if it weren't for the random chainsaw grinding noises in the background, he would not care. With no further thought, the memory was bouncing around his head like a pinball, so he tried to look it up everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, 4chan. He even tried Googling the image from his camcorder to no avail. It was strange how this one logo that appeared on TV is nowhere around on the internet or even claimed by Nickelodeon that they made it themselves. It was like if it didn't happen. But how? When other people on the forum page read his message, they didn't take it seriously and speculated that he made it up for shits and giggles. Jokes and laughter soon turned to paranoia and people freaking out. It came to some of those people's knowledge that they too have seen it before. Some people, in fact, a small majority of people had the same story as he did. Most were full of shit and sprinkled their lore and fake story on it just to be popular. There isn't any other way of figuring out this mystery nor analyzing the footage he recorded. That is if he is willing to share the footage. And thus wraps up another creepypasta reading. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. You already know that jazz. I already told you in episode 1, and I'll see you next time on Barney Reads Creepypastas. Goodbye, and have a good day or night.